True Opinion Podcast. Hey y'all, welcome back to the True Opinion Podcast. I'm your host, Adontaus. This is the first podcast of 2023. I'm so excited because I got my co-host, my sometimes co-host with me, my husband, my lovely, wonderful, amazing, sexy husband Vaughn with me. Hey, babe.
Hey, babe.
Hey, babe. So this is like a freestyle episode. He's gonna throw the topics at me, like stuff that's going on, stuff he wants my true opinion on, because I keep it real. I give the best advice. I'm smart. I'm super fucking smart. I'm honest. I look from both sides, but also I know what's right and wrong. Okay. And I stay on you niggas' heads. So, all right, babe, what you got for me? Come on, babe. Come on.
Okay.
He wanted to do this, y'all. So, okay, come on. What you got for me?
Okay. So, Steph and Ayesha Curry has voted to block the city's plans to build a low-income apartment complex that would be kinda in the vicinity of their California mansion. And they're getting some flack for it. Because honestly, from a political standpoint, they've been kind of left, So this is very anti-left behavior they displaying right now.
So, here's the thing.
They said they ain't want no niggas around.
Listen, they don't want it because, okay. Because they don't want it. And this is the thing, for one, in all fairness to them, I feel like they're not the only ones who are opposed to this apartment complex. I'm sure that they're very rich, very white, or maybe black, and let's be honest, mixed couples that are, NBA players or whatever, who may live near there. I'm sure they're not the only ones, basically, who voted against it. Okay. So, but, it becomes a news story because it is Steph and Ayesha. And in that way, it's not fair to them because the rest of us don't have our personal municipal ideas broadcast to the rest of the world to comment on. But also, y'all are Steph and Ayesha Curry. And outside of Steph being a basketball star, a major basketball star, he raised basically the next generation of 3-point shooters, changed the motherfucking game. We care because Black people are so invested in you. And so when we kind of see you exhibiting behavior that looks a little anti-Black, people are going to look crazy. But here's the thing. So people who don't have that type of money and access, we may tend to side with the less fortunate. What you mean you don't want low income people around you? But then I would also kind of ask how near is it? And is it really low income? And low income where they live, that don't even really sound right. That kind of just don't even sound right. So what? Why are you trying to put the projects into the mansions? What are y'all doing? How is this responsible? Now, yes. So that's my, if I was them, that's what I would be thinking. But me being me, this is what I say. They don't want niggas around them. Like, y'all are good for like fucking giving them like likes and clicks and keep
I just want
selecting
to
the what
say,
team he play for, Golden State. Keep selecting the Warriors on 2K, and everybody
I
want to
don't
shoot
think
threes like Steph. Like that is what y'all are good for in their world. But when it comes to quote unquote low income, they like, listen, this is why we have charities. This is why we donate things. This is why we show up places to keep these type of people away from us. But I feel like, so okay, where you want to put them? In neighborhoods that's already like overtaxed, overcrowded, overpoliced, undereducated. Like, no, you want to put them in those neighborhoods away from you? Like, no, what's wrong with them getting in neighborhoods where there may be more fucking opportunity? And maybe they will even be safer there. Like, not everybody who is quote unquote low income, like, y'all use that as a dog whistle for black. But not everybody who is low income is fucking a criminal, or they didn't, or they couldn't, or they ain't got. It's just like shit. Low income, like eggs cost $5 fucking. Like what the fuck? I saw a bitch putting eggs in her purse on Twitter at Walmart. Like shit is expensive. And so, like, people who can't afford stuff, guess what? They're not just black people. They're everybody. There are like people who would have been middle class, but like now they like, yo, I need a government stipend, bitch. So like, yeah, I don't like that. I think it's messy and it's stupid and I don't like it. And what you want to put those people in neighborhoods where they gonna be in more danger or where it's less opportunity? No. No. Yeah, y'all pay a lot of taxes, but you think that your taxes and your money and your privilege means you get to build a wall between you and poor people and interact with them only when you feel like it. But that's not the reality because they got to go somewhere. And guess what? They moving in your neighborhood. And you the one with the resources. So if you don't like it, then you motherfucking move. That's what I feel about it. So, I mean, but I don't know if I had millions of dollars living in a mansion, would I want to look at poor people? I don't know. Probably not. But then I'd be a terrible fucking person and y'all would get to fucking drag me too. Like, but, I keep it real on True Opinion because it's true.
Look,
what
though.
else?
So I was thinking.
What you thinking?
Between the two of them, though.
What?
Who didn't want it? Because the other is just gonna support their partner. That's what marriage is, right? So who do you think? Was it Steph?
I think it was Steph.
Aisha, who
I think it was Steph.
Was like, babe, look.
I think it was Steph.
You need to get that shit blocked. Okay.
I think it was Stephen.
You think it was Steph?
I think it was Steph. And I think he said like, hey, babe. And yes, this is his voice. And I've never heard him talk, but this is his voice. And I think he was like, babe, I don't want those people moving in over here, babe. And she was like, what do you mean? Like, Steph, what? Like, come eat some pasta from Tuscany or some shit. I don't know what the fuck she be cooking. But like, what are you talking about? She's like, babe, like, we have been together since Bible camp, babe. And like, babe, you are vanilla and I am vanilla. And all that's going to move over here is those fucking chocolate niggas, those fucking Draymond niggas, babe. And I don't want them over here. It is bad enough I have to fucking play with them. I don't want them over here, them and their fucking drugs and their Cadillacs and rims and their big dicks, thinking they can come over here when Steph is on the road and fucking pay Aisha a visit. Because do you remember a couple of years ago when you wanted to take your clothes off on the internet? Because you wanted to feel beautiful. So now you show them what you got, and I'm gone 360, 50, what is it, like 82 road games? I'm gone like a lot. And you want to be over here with the fucking Tyshons and Taquans? No. So I think it was Steph. I don't think it was Aisha. I think like women are chill. But I think it is the man, especially the light-skinned ones who be doing stuff like that. So, oh, sorry, feedback. My engineer's trash. He's my engineer.
Wow, my catching strays, man. Hell no, man. Nah, that's fucked up though.
Mm-hmm. But that's how it is. Like, y'all know I work in like, do y'all know I work in like skilled nursing facilities? But anyway, there's this one facility that is a straight up like psych facility, like for real psych facility. And it is in a pretty like nice, like affluent neighborhood. And I just remember, having a conversation and, somebody was like, well, how would you like it if you live, your home that costs hundreds of thousands of dollars and there's this psych building here and, they're at the grocery store and they're at the gas station and, how would you feel? And it's just like, well, this to me is kind of like the same thing. Like, so what's your solution? You feel like because you make a certain amount of money, you should be insulated against the ugliest parts of society, but these people just don't go away because you've decided to make $1 million or live in a home that costs upwards of $500,000 or more. Like these people still need to be taken care of. They still need someplace to go, but you feel like you have enough money that you shouldn't have to see the dregs of society. And that's not cool because where else do you want to go? Again, like I said, you want to put them in neighborhoods that are already like stretched to the brink and you want to add another maybe quote unquote wild card type of element to that and you feel like, oh, well, that's the price people pay for being poor. They have to deal with this. Like, that's not cool. And this fucking facility was here for I don't know how long before people started moving around there. Or maybe the facility changed from, a regular long-term care facility to more of a psych facility. But I mean, people are people. And if you are living somewhere where your house costs that much, perhaps you do have more resources. And if it becomes that much of a burden to you, then you leave. But the solution being shut it down, get them out of here, put them somewhere away from me, like that's pretty fucking disgusting. And, if you feel like that, you feel like that. But just know, I think you're disgusting. And you may not care what I think. But I think a bunch of other people would probably agree with me. And not to mention, like, even that facility, like, you feel like you may want to put them in, like, Black areas or Mexican areas or any other immigrant area across the Chicago or suburban landscape. But it's like the people in that facility are diverse in race and ethnicity. So you just want to dump them in the middle of somewhere thinking like, oh, these type of people belong on this side of town or this part of the city or this part of the suburbs. Like, that's gross. Okay, like we all have to live here and people are people and I'm sorry they're not all fixed and perfect and following the American dream or they have this degree or they married this person. Like, yo, like if you look around you, we are all like fucking 10 minutes away from a fucking psychotic break that will end us up somewhere slightly medicated because our nurse is taking most of our good meds and fucking looking crazy. Okay. So like, please have some compassion. Be a human. Like, fuck, it's 2023. What the fuck are we doing? What else? So don't blame Aisha. I know you tried to blame Aisha. That's what he tried to do. He tried to say like, this is Aisha that is upset. And Steph is just looped into it because he happens to be married to this woman. Like, what? Like, no, like y'all don't want to think that Steph could think something like that.
I feel like
Yes.
I feel like
Mm-hmm.
it was Aisha, man.
See, that's you just feel like it was Aisha, man.
It was Aisha, you know?
That's what
Like,
you okay.
she probably told him, like, hey, you gonna stand by me with this shit.
No. See, I feel like Aisha told him because she was like, hey, babe, guess what? They are finally going to put up some affordable housing in that area that's been underdeveloped and underutilized. Like, they're going to put up like some housing complexes and make it low income. And, that's a really good opportunity for our very, like, cute but sheltered children to meet some other kids and get some more. And I think he was just like, they gonna do who well, huh? Like what? No. See, we need to oppose that because, and I think he probably got to talking his light skinned man rhetoric, which was really born out of like some insecurity.
Hey,
Let me stop because I don't know Steph.
you
But
sounding
honestly,
like a
I don't
colorist
feel
right
like
now.
I sound like a colorist. Okay. Let me tell you why a very dark skinned black woman cannot be a colorist, because it's the same reason why a white person cannot be a fucking. Oh no, sorry. It's the same reason why a black person,
But look,
like
though,
racism, colorism, fucking is enacted and upheld by the people that benefit from it. So I'm not a colorist. I just recognize how my light-skinned brethren and sistren are treated different and may also treat me different because of our different skin tones, even though we are the same black people. I'm not a colorist. I'm not a colorist. I am just saying. Okay, so I'm not a colorist so much as like I just don't give men no credit and no leeway. Like I don't feel like husband feels like this was Aisha's doing and Steph is standing behind her. And I feel like Steph, listen, I feel like either Steph had the problem with it and Aisha is standing with him, or that just together, maybe together. Maybe both of them was just like, hell fucking no. And they are standing up against it. And either fucking way, like usually I'd be like, this shit ain't my business. And again, this is not my business.
But look, though.
But I think it's just gross behavior, like the opposition of it.
And look, so, I think this is why. No, I feel like this is why I know it was her. Because they had a quote from her, and it was something like, the safety of our children continues to be our number one priority. So I feel like saying that in itself, that's some bigotry right there. I ain't gonna lie to you. Because what do you mean the safety of your children is your number one priority? What that got to do with the complex? Like,
she means that people that are going to live
niggers
in a low income complex pose a safety risk to her children. And so what I say to this is that, for one, like, there is no version of Earth where your kids will be interacting with those children. Like, your kids go to if they're not homeschooled, they go to some exclusive MBA, Microsoft, Google executive type fucking school that these children cannot get into unless they like
Bitterman drafted them.
Look at
Tell me, Bitterman ain't
with our podcast with this man. So your children are not going to interact with these kids unless they're trying to do like an diversity admission. But guess what, Aisha? Your kids are the diversity admission. Like, you don't even think this is fucking rich black people. Like, fucking you put your kids in these places, in these spaces, and they count y'all as the fucking see we're letting niggers in type votes. But I guess that's why the black men marry the white women, so that their kids could be more light skinned, so they kids won't be the fucking diversity hire or the diversity admission.
I think
he don't even know what to say. You should have saw his lips moving and no words coming out.
Look.
Okay, what?
No comment.
Okay.
On that.
All right. So, anyways, I don't think it was Aisha. I don't think it was Aisha singularly. I think at the best, the worst, I think it was the two of them together. And like I said, like truthfully, as people who probably like have been super rich and enjoy an amount of privilege, probably just as long or longer than they've been. Because I think I don't even think they were poor. I think they were probably like pretty firmly middle and upper middle class. But I feel like they are maybe out of touch or I don't know. But they basically like rich white people now, and they don't want the niggers around. So I don't know. I mean, it is what it is. It's sad. Like, maybe this also is a commentary on how like we need to separate celebrities from their personal lives. Like, if these people weren't rich, if this man did not have a fucking money motherfucking 3-pointer that has won a lot of you niggers fucking money on 2K, nobody would care. But unfortunately, people pay attention to what him and his wife do, and this seems a little fucking gross. So, to me, at least. But what else? What's next? I'm done with the Currys. Their kids are cute though. Like, shout out to all the celebrity kids who are out here redeeming their parents' existence. Okay, sorry. Yes.
Mr. Beast, the number one YouTuber in the world. I'm pretty sure that's a safe assumption. Has recently come under fire because in his latest video, and it's kind of weird how it's happening, but it's kind of like happening. Mm-hmm. But in his latest video, first off, some context, he always like gives so much money away to like people.
What people?
All types of people.
Who people?
All types of people.
I mean, is he giving away money to rich people, to poor people, to black people, to white people, to Mexican people, to homeless people, to housed people? Like, what context is he giving this money away? Is he walking down the street handing out racks? Is he like, tell me, is he doing contests on his page or stream, or like, how does he give away this money?
He do it in a number of ways, like no, for real. Like,
I mean,
like look,
I can't count like giving like poor people pocket change. It's like, yeah, this number one YouTuber in the motherfucking world is giving away money. Like, what you doing?
But okay,
is he giving away in a way? Is he giving it away in a way that can be tracked by the IRS and he can write it off as charitable donations?
So that's kind of like questions like that is kind of like the inception of, I think, of a lot of the hate and backlash he's starting to receive. So in his latest video, even though he is pretty well known, he got almost 20 million Twitter followers. And
I have no idea who this man is or if it is even a man.
So in his latest video, he like paid for the surgery that allows blind people to see. He paid for 1,000 random blind people surgery so they can see again. And like I haven't like watched the video.
What's the
but
surgery?
It's a surgery that basically whatever is causing their blindness is it seemed like it's in the general scope of one specific affliction. It's when the lens of the eye is cloudy. So you
Glaucoma? Like the shit you can smoke weed for?
look.
No. Yes. No. Cataract?
Yeah, I mean, I guess.
I mean, I don't know if you can remove cataracts or just shave them. Like macular degeneration?
So they show like a little intro
detached
from the surgeon and stuff. And
do they
then,
need new corneas? Like, what is? I need to know more about the surgery.
So look, when they show you like a demonstration of the surgery, it shows you like a eye that's like under like it's in some type of microscopic vision that they showing us. So it sticks something like a needle or something, and it like sucks out the cloud and it replaces the lens layer of the eye. And long story short,
cataract, but yeah. I don't know. But go ahead.
But long story short, you can see again. So
why insurance not paying for this?
And that's actually another one of the questions that has been tossed around. So this is the thing. It seemed like there are two groups that are bashing right now.
Okay.
That's what it seems like. Group A basically is saying that he is making money and profiting off peddling, being like a humanitarian, but peddling it to ultimately be more profitable as like a company. So he's an entity that is out here peddling being pure-hearted, for profit.
So he's like the people that like pass out water to the homeless and record themselves. So he is out here being philanthropic.
But it's like
he's paying for surgeries, but he's letting you know, like, look, I'm restoring the sight to the blind and like kind of monetizing it. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
So he like if Jesus was on YouTube?
Yeah, basically, because it be grand things he be doing. It's so grand, you can't copy him.
Right.
Unless you rich too, maybe. Right. I don't know. But so it's group A, and then it's group B that it's like, well, we don't hate Mr. Beast per se. We just hate a system where a social influencer could cure 1,000 blind people instead of our healthcare system, instead of like the system, you know what I'm saying? So that's like group B.
What he represents, the failure of the healthcare system to serve its citizenry. So the rise of these, like you said, like social influencers and these other people who do these things for clout or for exposure or whatever, it's like this is a problem of society, that these things can't get fixed, that these people their sight can't be restored. Like it's within reach, but it can't happen because our healthcare system is so shit. So we have to praise a YouTuber who does, what is he doing his YouTube channel?
He do.
How did he start?
I don't know.
What did he start doing that got him all the followers? Like, why people
He
follow
just
him?
started, I don't know. He made his own wave, and that, like, he did a recreation of the Hunger Games. Like, not like with none of the, gore or nothing, but he did a real recreation of it. And the winner really got like that grand prize. Like,
What?
like, yeah, like he do all manner of things.
Oh, he's the devil. Okay, so this is why he can do these things, and this is why we have these conversations surrounding him, because it's like he's the morning star. Okay, because who would recreate the Hunger Games and then
I mean, he do
give
it
people
like
a
kind
prize
of
for
like
it?
a
Like
kid
that is
way.
the
But you see what you thinking right now.
children are nefarious. Because what?
That's what Group A talking about. Group A talking about you have.
And then so he's monetizing a real life version of the Hunger Games, but without the gore.
Hold on. Did I say?
And then giving people a prize for winning. And he's okay.
No.
What?
I said, oh, that's my bad. I said, he might have did something with the Hunger Games, though. I meant
dystopian.
I meant that damn game that had took over Netflix. Squid Game.
That is even worse, sir. Oh my God.
Yeah, he was doing the like fun activity. He had, but he rich, so he had staff to be the the executioners. He had enough staff to be like he was able to recreate that shit though.
Why?
Cause he missed the beast. But yeah, you see like that Group A, like
that's not even creative to recreate a wildly popular show that aired on Netflix, already popular. You recreate it. Like, what does he do? Like, for real, what's he do on YouTube?
I mean, he do all manner of stuff. Like, I just read you some titles, man. Because honestly, he do like a lot of different stuff, I'm just read.
So yes, I think like that is a very sad commentary on healthcare when this man can stage restoring sight to the blind as a stunt, or not a stunt, as just like something he can monetize and put on his YouTube page. Like, come on, healthcare, what are we doing right now? Like, how do you deny that surgery? Like, motherfuckers don't need to see. Like, yes, you do. You do. I mean, listen, not to demean those that cannot see, but if your sight could be restored and what was just standing between it was some fucking motherfucker who just needed to fucking click a button and put their pre-signed signature in a box, or fucking physically sign something with a pen, and they wouldn't, like, that's like fucked up. That's fucked up. I've always said, like, the state of healthcare in this country is fucked up. As somebody who works in healthcare and has seen patients that very desperately need to continue with their therapy, has seen their insurance say, yeah, no, and fucking cut them. So, I mean, the fact that a YouTuber is more effective than a HMO or a PPO is kind of not surprising. I mean, y'all are waiting for the fucking end days, dystopian times to look like fucking where you can't take a shower every day and fucking shit is bombed and everybody looks dirty. But guess what? Motherfuckers don't take showers every day. And people look dirty when they come to work, and we're living in the end times. This is post-apocalyptic, bitch. Like, groceries cost $700 for you to even feed your family of 4. for 2 weeks. Like, here we go. We are in it. I don't know. Y'all waiting for a zombie apocalypse. We like fucking in it. Shit. What you got?
You know, let me tell you what happened today. I mean, me and Kaya was on Plex. And something
Kaya is our youngest baby.
Yes. And something bizarre happened. Like, so I was going through movies, and you know how Plex show the actors at the bottom. You know, all the actors that's in that movie, that film or whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
So for some reason, Kaya had like randomized like the movie section, and Alpha Dog popped up. And Alpha Dog is a movie. I don't know if I showed it to you yet, but
Justin Timberlake?
Justin Timberlake. Yeah, him and his friends kidnap this boy, Zach. And because his big brother owes his Justin Timberlake's friend, the MC, I guess, money for some drugs. So they trying to, get the money and shit. So they kidnap them, but they ain't professionals and they really ain't about that. But they trying though, like, yeah. So long story short, the actor in that movie that plays Zach was one of my favorite, young white actors. Like, his name was Anton. I think Yelchin.
Let me see.
Is that Yelchin? Yelkin?
Yeah. Oh, he's a Russian. Oh, yeah, I know Anton.
Yeah, so...
Yo, wait.
Hold on, that's what I'm getting to. Damn, you read so fast. Yo, so... What you laughing about?
It's terrible. Okay,
Look,
go.
So,
sorry.
I saw Anton, so I clicked on him to see his other movies,
Mm-hmm.
But Plex, that new update, it got the bio for them and shit. So I'm reading about Anton and stuff, and then it was like, wait, in parentheses, dead at 27. I jumped up. Kaya turned around, looked at me like, because I was like, whoa, what? What are you talking about? This is one of my favorite actors.
That was my exact reaction when I just read it. I'm like, wait, what?
But look,
I looked at his face like, yeah, I know him. But also,
look,
babe.
The story gets more bizarre. So I instantly run to Google. And I'm typing in like, what happened to Anton? Like, what happened to Virgil? I'm like, what happened to Anton? Like, so basically Google was like, nigga, calm down. Anton who? Because there's a lot of things that happen to a lot of Antons. Right. Which one you talking about? Oh, damn. So I'm typing in a Y and then your shit come up. And it says, yeah, Anton was, killed in his home when his car started coming down the driveway by itself and crashed through the house and pinned him to death. Police called it a freak accident. I looked at Kat like, you ain't never finna give it to me like this.
Right. Like what?
You ain't never finna give it to me like this.
No. Oh, no. Justice for Anton. Somebody killed him.
I'm like, ain't nobody looked into this.
Into his home and killed him?
Ain't nobody looked into this. This is what Google is saying. This ain't from no motherfucking blog site.
I know
This is Google. Like, nobody looked into this.
Like, Google sounded like crazy as fuck right now. Like, yeah. So what had happened was basically the Google. What had happened was his car had came into his bedroom and like put the wheel over his nose and he died. Like, wait, what? What are y'all talking about? That
like,
sounds
now I don't want to look.
But
I was like,
also,
let me tell you for real.
Like, where did it happen?
I don't want to make it. I don't want to
babe?
Look. I was for real heartbroken.
Babe, but like for real, like what was the details? Because it could have. Because
I did. I was look. I had to make sure. Listen, I had to make sure I wasn't on nothing.
Just lost a leg. Like they, I don't know. They like not telling nobody.
Who else
but I thought Hawkeye finna come back with a prosthetic leg.
You know,
for real, and it's gonna be okay. I just don't know why they had it.
Wait,
like a snowblower crushed his leg. Like freak shit be happening to celebrities because they always want to like live off the grid and prove that they normal people. Like here go this baby, y'all. And prove that they're normal people and they're not normal people. So like crazy stuff does be happening to them. This whole Avenger that lost his leg trying to trying to snowplow his own ranch farm. Sir, why were you in the middle of nowhere? They had to helivac this man somewhere. Why were you in the middle of nowhere? It's like people try to make a lot of money just so they could not live around people and try to kill themselves in freak accidents. So, but R.I.P. Anton Yelchin. I didn't know that. That's sad. I didn't know.
He actually one of your faves, Star Trek, the sequel, the next the newer ones, the movie, the Star Trek.
I haven't seen the Star Trek movies. Why do you make me admit that? You know I'm a nerd. I can't say I haven't seen the Star Trek movies.
But
they're weird, y'all. I'm sorry.
The 2016 when he played, in both of the Star Trek.
He played who?
He played Pav.
Let me see other things he's been in. Because I just said I didn't see the Star Trek movies. So you telling me he played these people? I don't know. Pav? That's not somebody I recognize from the original Star Trek or the Next Generation. So he played Pav. Like, what?
No, look. He was Odd Thomas too. You know, we love that movie.
Odd Thomas.
Odd Thomas.
Yes. I remember Odd Thomas.
Yeah, he was very cool in that movie.
His face is very familiar. I feel like you have not yet mentioned the role that I like 100% know him for, and it's on the tip of my tippy tip top tongue. So what else was he in? Let's see. Oh, the 2011 remake of Fright Night. Thomas, Mary the Ashes. The lead role of Jim Lake Jr. on a Netflix series, Troll Hunters. I love that shit. Troll Hunters was really good. I like Troll Hunters. Hey, yeah. He was born in Leningrad, Russia, which is now St. Petersburg, Russia. He died in Los Angeles.
But he had came to America when he was still an infant, though.
Oh, he's buried in the Hollywood Forever Cemetery. R.I.P. to him. That's fucked up. Yeah, and I did love the Netflix series Troll Hunters, Tales of Arcadia. That was, what was it, created by or whatever, Guillermo del Toro put his stamp on it, and that shit is good. So y'all go watch it. Yeah, R.I.P. to him. What else you got?
R.I.P. to Anton, man.
But also, you talking about this your favorite actor. This man been dead.
No,
I 2016
I
2023 in the year of our Lord, and you are surprised. Like,
yeah, I
know. Like,
that was one of my favorite
deep,
actors.
True introvert, like deeply, truly introverted man. Like I like what I like. I don't want to know nothing else about him. And I stay in my own world. Like you gotta come and join us a little bit, babe. So,
yeah, you right. But now, though, that's fucked up, though.
Yeah. We were talking the other night about I I don't know if we want to mention it, but I will say, I for one, like I have a hard time with the like Young Thug being on trial and going through his trials and tribulations, because on the one hand I do feel very, very, very sorry for him. Like honestly, I want to think he didn't do it. Like I think he didn't do it. Like I want to think he didn't do it. I want to feel like he was just like the money, and he had like the money and people was around him, and like maybe some people he knew from, before he was Young Thug, like famous Young Thug, and they were kind of like doing some nefarious things, and just because he had the money, like maybe they want to like put it all off on him now, like he was a kingpin. And I just think of like that meme, that gift. Is it a gift? When it moves, is it a gift?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So is it a GIF or a GIF? GIF sounds dumb. So is it a GIF? I'm gonna call it a GIF. So like the GIF of him with his little round glasses on, like turning his head real fast, looking like what in the courtroom. Like I love that. But also I love it because he looks so innocent, kind of like who? Like what? Like a little boy. Like I didn't do that. But anyway, like I just have a hard time believing. Like I don't want to believe that he is guilty. I want to believe that he was being I don't even think he was being taken advantage of or manipulated. I just feel like he is being made out to be the scapegoat because he is the most visible one. He's the one with the money. And so like the other guys are kind of like, yep, it was him. And you know how these fucking white law people are. They just feel like yeah, it was this one with the money and he orchestrated it. And it could not really be him. He could be like the one, listen, sorry niggers, but he could like be pretending, like all that shit could have been pretend. He was just like rapping it and saying it and he didn't know nothing about it. But the people around him knew something about it, and they used his name and they used his money and they did nefarious things. And now he is being made out to be like the fall guy. Like that's what I want to believe. But the reality is probably what, babe? What's the reality?
I don't know. Like you said, we don't know.
Really? See, listen, because I'm gonna tell y'all, when we talked about this, he was like, that he did it. He did it. Everything they say he did. But now he's talking about some, yeah, we don't know. Like, I ain't just convinced you. But like for real, I don't want to believe he did it. But the thing is, and I think I mentioned this before. I feel like I've mentioned this before on this podcast. Like, especially when I used to watch First 48 heavy, like every single day. They play them reruns on A&E. I was on that shit. When I used to watch First 48, like heavy, like I would always end up feeling sorry for like the ones who were arrested for the crime and who were like facing like the rest of their life in jail, who like they had got sentenced and they showed a sentence like they were sentenced to life in prison. I'm like, damn, now your life gone. And this, like, so I kind of always end up feeling sorry for the ones that's left behind. But what I have to kind of remind myself is like, they are saying that this man orchestrated people's murders. Like that, like you can't excuse, like you're not supposed to excuse that. That's like fucked up. Like if you kill somebody. But I also just feel like maybe he didn't do it. Maybe like people like fucking just trying to take advantage of him. Maybe Young Thug is a lame. Okay, maybe he's a lame. Maybe like people are just like telling him like, yeah, you're Young Thug. Like, yeah, we give you. He is hanging around people to get like street cred.
Nah, Thug got priors.
See, look,
he got priors and shit.
Okay,
then
he did it, and he's going to jail. So, well, then he did it, and he's going to jail, and so now we need to have a conversation we need to have a conversation about why, when you have quote unquote made it, you continue to engage in criminal activity that will inevitably lead to you being incarcerated. You're gonna end up dead or in jail. Like, that's crazy that becoming a millionaire, becoming known worldwide does not change the outcome for your age bracket. If you are a black male, probably from that demographic, because you will continue to engage in the behavior that will lead to you being incarcerated or dead. So it's just like, is it hopeless for you niggas? Like, what's happening? Like, this is what you're supposed to want forever. Then you get it, and like, what? Then you like, okay, I've made it out. I've done everything. I've bought myself all the cars I want. I got a home. I got my mama out the hood. Like, me and my boys is good. I fuck the bitches. I wear the Louis Vuitton. I'm on what y'all what they like. What they like. What y'all like. Whatever. You got all the labels. You got all the things, and it's like, what? Do you get bored? It's like, okay, so let me just circle back around to my original career plan of being hood master. Like, what? What are you doing? You've made it out. Like, you can go to yoga classes and get chai lattes. Like, what are you doing? Why? Tell me. Explain to me.
Look.
Mm-hmm. This baby is back, y'all. Looking at us like, what are y'all doing?
She
is
hey, yo,
over
wrap
all of this
up, man.
She's looking at us like, I'm your baby, your parents. Knock this off. Come put me to bed. She's had enough of us and our shenanigans today.
Well, on the count of Vakaya, we gonna go ahead and wrap this up, man.
I know. So, like, next time we talk, we're gonna have to pick up on why Young Thug is what Young Thug is. Like, and then what is that? And I want to talk about how I predicted that it is 2023, that by 2025 through 27, Mr. Young Durkio will be in a...
Don't be saying all that.
Perhaps.
But you know what's...
Mayhaps. But I feel like he is smart. I've heard that he's making some very legit business decisions.
Completely off topic.
And that's cool, but...
Completely off topic, but
what?
Hulk Hogan suffered a injury doing a back surgery, and he can't feel his legs no more. So it's been like a slew of celebration going on Twitter, you know, on account of how racist he was, low key behind the curtain. So they just dogging him right now. They cooking him. And this man can't feel his legs.
Why?
No more. They talk about
how old is
our
Hulk
prayers
Hogan?
are with him. Like,
how old is he? Google him right quick. How old is he? This man, like, knock it off, Hulk. What are you doing in that back surgery? Like, knock it off. He can't feel his. He serves.
He can't.
Whatever. You know what? I won't say. You know what?
They cooking the shit out of him right now.
He was talking about who he called a nigga? Was he talking to his son when his son was in jail? He was talking about somebody Brooke was trying to date, right? His man looking daughter. What? Brooke has a sparkling personality and a very strong face. Okay. What? That's what. Listen,
look.
But he referred to somebody as the N-word who was trying to date that girl. Was that not it?
Yeah, I mean, it was several.
And he is friends with Vince McMahon, and you know Vince is very acquainted with the N-word. And I mean, he was behind fucking Crime Time. Fucking who else? What else? The fucking Usos being like, welcome to the penitentiary. What else?
R-Truth.
R-Truth's promo videos was him in a jail cell. Like, he about to come out directly from jail and come to the ring.
R.I.P. to Shad, though.
R.I.P. to Shad.
Big
Dad
Shad,
saving
man.
his son. And then the WWE did do right by him, making him like the face of like the Hero Award.
Yeah.
That's one thing they did. Whoever in marketing or
Hats
whomever
off.
did that.
Hats off to Brady and marketing. Hats off to him.
Who?
Hats off to Brady, who work in marketing for that.
Whomever Brady represents, who got Vince to sign off on that. Thank you, because that was dope. R.I.P. to him. Vince is a fucking racist. Kamala. This man was from probably like down the street from our house, and you talk about he was Kamala the African savage. Hey, this man was be wilding. WWE be wilding. Like, get out of here. He was a savage and just had like a sun, a star, and a moon that's like drawn on his big belly. Get out of here. This big man swore he knew black people. He made Kofi Kingston pretend like he was what? Was it Jamaican? He had this accent or whatever.
Kofi Kingston not from Jamaica?
Sir. Sir.
No way.
We're not even gonna talk about how he did the women. But like, he did Booker T bogus when Booker T came over from WCW. He like tried to make him like a caricature, like Booker T. Like, are you kidding me?
Look.
Yeah.
It's Kofi Kingston not from Jamaica. It's produce your wallet. Produce your goddamn wallet right.
Kofi Kingston.
Kofi Kingston is not from Jamaica.
No. He made this man pretend to be. Okay.
So fucking racist. No fucking way.
No
fucking way.
Like, then even like Umaga was like a big monster. It's like, he's just Samoan. Like, chill. Yokozuna was not a sumo wrestler. Well, I don't know if he was a sumo wrestler. Maybe he did dabble in that. But he was Samoan. They made us think they paired him with Mr. Fuji. But, I don't know.
No, you remember that promo?
Vince got
remember that promo with Booker T, John Cena, and Vince, and he had walked past Booker T.
Mm-hmm.
He was like, "What up, my nigga?"
Yes, I did not see that line, of course, but I saw it on like a YouTube or Twitter like clip or somebody like,
and Booker T looking
crazy as hell.
And John Cena even on the side looking like,
you see, and just to bring it full circle. This is who Steph and Aisha are acting like, saying that they don't want this fucking apartment complex near their fucking mansion.
Yo, shout out to Booker T, though, because
Hall of Famer Booker T, who deserves it. Not only an amazing wrestler, but also an amazing commentator.
Yeah, he was. He funny as hell.
He is so funny. Harlem Heat, Spinneroonie, him and his brother. Harlem Heat. I think they were, because I, for one, hated WCW. I thought it looked cheap and cheesy. I didn't like WCW, but I would watch if Booker T was on TV. Because he was black. I root for everybody black.
He was watching WCW.
WCW looked corny to me. The ring ropes didn't even look. They looked too tight. Like they would hit the ropes and the ropes would not give. I'm like, what's happening here? Especially the women. It's like they would try to bounce on the ropes and it's like they just went and stood next to it. Like you got no momentum off of these tight ass ropes. Like they could at least loosen them up to like add to the illusion. I don't know. But
I mean, it don't exist no more. And shit.
I know. But we gotta go because we have a baby who is is she 2? Yeah, she's 2. She's 2. I'm sure of it. Roaming around here unsupervised. And who knows where the others are. So we have to wrap this up. I think we left off talking about Young Thug. I won't let you forget that. Is that what we're talking about?
Okay.
Who knows? But this was fun. I always like when you join me. It's cool. Did you have fun? Mm-hmm. All right, we're gonna go so I can eat dinner because he made me come in podcast before I ate dinner.
Damn.
Evil taskmaster he is.
How you gonna just throw me out there like that?
All right, well, he is not eating either, but I have not eaten all day, so I'm hungrier.
You making it worse.
So, I mean, it is what it is. I keep it real.
Damn.
I keep it the realest with the, what would you say? 17 people that listen? 150? With my audience, no matter how big or how small, because I love you all. So that is it for the True Opinion Podcast. And we will talk to y'all next time. All right. Bye, y'all.